My name is Pastor Joel Hess, and I have the privilege of being the pastor at St. James for just a year now, and already it's been filled with opportunities and adventures, and I can't wait for the next, who knows how many years God bless us together. I am with the Patriarch and Matriarch of St. James, Otto and Inge Teske, and I'm sure you had patriarchs and matriarchs as you grew up in the church. And they've got just some great stories of their time here, of how God has blessed them and how they've seen God bless St. James and the community of Chicago through St. James. Mm-hmm. Otto, when you first came here, when to St. James?
I was 4 years old. It was in 1936.
Okay.
We moved down onto Fremont in the 2200 block.
All right.
And my mother was a devout Lutheran.
She was.
Right.
From the old country.
God bless them all.
And she saw that I came. I started Sunday school then.
Okay.
And she was extremely faithful in attendance.
Yeah.
In the German service.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay.
Which we had a German service until about 1968 when Pastor Nummensen left.
Oh, that's...
By then you had, well, even when you were there, you had both German and English.
Yes.
Right.
But the German official service stopped in 68.
Yes.
And Inge, when did you start coming here?
Let's see, what was I?
I think 1945.
45.
When you started, she started first grade.
I started first grade here.
First grade, right.
So then I went to church. My sister and I.
Okay.
My parents were not big church goers.
Oh.
Mom would be the one that would go if she went. You know.
Sure. But make sure you came to school.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This was the school we were going to. Now, Waller, or one of the public schools near our house that were just walking distance.
Right.
Because my sister and I walked from our house, which was on Howe Street, Armitage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we walked here every day.
Okay.
I'm 2 years older than my sister, so 2 years I was alone, and then my sister joined me.
Yeah. The importance of having a school gets people in that otherwise might not come into church.
Right.
Exactly.
And through that school, you became a part of St. James, the whole community, right?
And my mom certainly came to church.
Yeah, okay.
Which she was not really a church going.
And you ended up teaching here, correct?
Yes, I started the preschool, first the kindergarten and then the preschool.
Mm-hmm. And Otto, you were, I know for sure, school board chair, seems like in the 60s. But you've been involved in the leadership here. But you've both been involved in school a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was on one board or another for
many years.
Forever.
Right. Yes, right. Well, you just a carousel. You retire from
one
board, you go to another one, right?
Right. Exactly.
Nothing's changed, I think. It's the same thing.
Yeah. We were very short of talent at the time.
Is that right? Is that right?
That's why I was serving.
Doing everything.
It was not as vibrant as it is today, the school. It was kind of a...
Probably had your you've seen ups and downs.
We have.
Yes. School, church, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Were there times when it seemed like, things are not looking good, it's getting small?
Yes, definitely in the 70s, into the 80s. Well, the neighborhood was declining.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, as close as we are to the Loop and the business area, it was still declining.
Right.
Not severely.
Right.
That
but
was
they weren't
mostly
looking
south
for
of North
education.
Avenue, where the housing was not as sturdy as it is here.
Okay.
So that was maybe a 8 or 10 year period, and then things started to turn around.
Right.
And
how long have you guys been at your house right down the road?
our house, 57 years.
Okay, so.
And I lived just 5 houses down. That's where I grew up.
And I grew on Howe Street.
On Fremont.
We didn't know each other because I was in first grade and you were, in 8th grade?
Yes, we were schoolmates.
That's right.
First and 8th.
First and 8th. And you knew each other here. And then tell me about this.
In Walther League, the youth group.
Yeah. What kind of stuff did you do in Walther League?
Well, we had socials.
Which is it's a youth group.
Yeah,
we call it a youth group today.
Yeah.
And it's called Walther League back then.
It was called Walther.
So socials, what was?
Well, we played ping pong. The school had a third floor, which was removed in 1953.
Okay.
That was our Walther League room. We had our own room up there.
Yeah, we did.
With a great big round table with the Walther League logo on it.
Yeah. Wow.
And we played games like musical chairs.
Yeah, sure.
And wink.
And wink. I haven't heard that.
Never heard that. Someone would wink at you, and you'd have to jump out of your chair before someone could grab you from behind to hold you.
I'm going to have to bring that one up
A
next
lot of corny games.
A new game revived.
There we go.
And we went on field trips to Indiana Dunes and forest
We did that.
preserves, and
Okay.
Yeah, we did a lot of that.
we had a spiritual aspect to it, you know, with prayer,
Did some Bible
prayers
study
and
and
Bible
prayer.
studies. Yes.
And then how your relationships, you started knowing each other here, and then what happened? You leave school.
Well, I went into the Army, and
I wrote him. He said,
wrote me
"Make
a
sure
few
to
letters,
let me know what the Walther League is doing."
Right.
I got
Good
letters.
pickup line. That's good. Yeah.
So that was my job.
And when I came back, I had a look at her. She was, I think, a senior in high school. I said, "Wow."
That's awesome.
I grew up.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you for your service.
Yes.
By the way, and you waiting for him. How good is that?
It's 2 years it's been with Uncle Sam.
Then you come back and you grab your bride.
Yes, that's right.
And then did you stayed here, you kept on coming here for
yes.
church and everything, and got right involved?
Yeah, I was involved with the young people's group.
Okay.
In fact, when we got married, I was the chairman of the school board at age 27.
I was wondering about that. Is that right?
That's how short we were of people.
Yeah. Well, I think that legacy's begun, like at St. James. We have a lot of, I would say, maybe, well, some 20s, 30s.
We have some great young people.
Involved.
I'm just so impressed and happy and
so
joyful
happy.
Yeah.
that this is happening. You know?
Yeah, it's
That's
great.
great. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
great.
It's beautiful. Inspired by you. I really think the work, the steadfastness that God has done here at St. James through you keeps things going through the thin and the thick, and here we are. Yeah. What's your hope for St. James Ministries?
That we can continue to thrive and flourish and get people in the pews on Sunday.
Yeah.
I think we're getting there. I know it's a very hard job.
Yeah. I love that spirit of getting after it and filling this place up. One way or the other, we're going to bring people in here to know Jesus.
Yeah,
So
that's great.
The congregation supported the school
yeah.
many years. That's not completely the case now.
It's different. It's similar in the sense of giving.
Yeah.
We provide the building and
Yep.
all the facilities and so on.
A lot of donation, and many of the people
Yes.
go there. And it's a part of St. James, but I think we can't lose that,
Right.
that it's all one family, and there's a deep connection.
If we can build our scholarship program,
Yep.
that would be good.
I think you're absolutely right. Yep, that's part of our mission.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, not just for these kids that attend
Right.
church-wise, but for anybody out there, it'd be
Right.
terrible if they really wanted to. They
Right.
couldn't go to St. James. Yeah, it's what I expected and even more as far as what's going on here at St. James, the opportunities, the people, just very community-oriented. I think taking care of one another, and a desire to expand this place of hope in this area, and busyness. Yeah, it's beyond what I like busy, and it's busy here, so that's a good thing.
It's a good thing, yeah.
Yeah,
We really were blessed.
I think, thank you, and
blessed.
I am extremely blessed.
Like Forrest Gump said, when you call a pastor, you never know what you're going to get.
That's true, and when you go to a congregation, you don't never know.
That's right.
Exactly.
I hope it's a match made, and we got glorious days ahead of us.
Yes.
Filling these pews and the school.
And we're so happy, I can say that.
That's fantastic. That
Yes.
coming from you guys, that's the greatest thing I could ever hear. So I really appreciate that.
Yep.
So thanks a lot for being here and talking about your history and your time here and what God's done for you and what you've seen here. I really appreciate it. Truly, on behalf of the congregation, we thank you for your leadership and being there steadfast, and here we are today. So thanks a lot, guys.
We thank
Our
St.
pleasure.
James for being here for us.
Yeah.
Yes.